Is working, but I'll at least start talking to you guys. We have begun, and here we go. It's going to be a free-for-all with Archon mode, so each player of these four is actually two players working together to make the game more interesting, raise the skill level. You know what we're talking about. So, this map is Avex Invader 2, not the Ladder Edition map. That map sucks. Avex has agreed to make the map better. It is a better version of the map. He didn't add this, though. That's right. That's because we are playing on the Zombies mod. Today, I made things a little bit more interesting, a little bit difficult. And, to be perfectly honest, I did not tell the players about the change that I was making to this game. I believe they are aware of it by now. However, I certainly did not tell them that we would be using the option that makes it so you can only build ground units. Why do you do this, Nathanias? Why are you such a meanie poo? Well, little Jimmy, it's mostly due to the fact that these guys have just been building liberators. They've been, they've basically been the Farah of StarCraft 2. They've been saying justice reigns from above every goddamn game. They've been bringing bald eagles. They've been tagging them and bagging them and shape-shifting them and bushwhacking them, and personally, I am triggered about it. I am more triggered than an SJW at a lose weight convention, and let me tell you, there is nothing more fierce in your life you will see than that. So, to be compensated, I gave these guys the gold minerals back. If you guys remember, in the last one of these that I did, we did not have the gold mineral patches. So today, we make things a little bit more even, a little bit more fair, a little bit more fun. And who doesn't like fun? So, quick lowdown for those of y'all that don't know. There are zombie structures on the building. If you destroy them all, the zombies stop to spawn. But as the game progresses forward, the zombies will gain upgrades and abilities, and new zombies will come out. And of course, well, there's always nighttime. During the nighttime, the zombies will seek out to kill the players. Nighttime, and this one will start at about 3 minutes. But as we can already see, some zombies are meandering their way towards the opponents. They are trying to make their way now to get towards the players and destroy them, kill them and their lives. Good defensive openings out of some of these players. Let me introduce them. For those of you that are not familiar with this, these two Stargates are not going to be very useful, my friend. For those of you guys that are not familiar with how these things roll, of course, the players for these games are always picked out of my Twitch.tv subscribers. These are the guys that support me and make it possible for me to do StarCraft 2 full-time. As to be perfectly honest, this is how I pay my bills. So thank you guys so much for your support. And like I said, all of these guys basically just pay $4.99 a month. They get my replays of all the games I play. They get faster access to my VODs, but of course they also get to have fun and playing these games with me, as well as my undying love. So, with that being said, in the top right, we have Snowman and One Shot teaming up as the blue Protoss Archon. See, these guys have played enough of my sub games that I actually know who they are now. And in the bottom right, we have Sick Music and Bronze Hero as the red Terran Archon. And that top right side, man, they rush those Stargates, but I think just now they're realizing you cannot build air units. So it's just hitting them now. It's just hitting them. You didn't tell us no air. I'm such a terrible person. I'm just such a terrible person. And so WC's like, what? He just built a starport. He's like, I'm building a medevac. I'm building a medevac. Wait, you can still build a medevac. I guess for healing. Maybe it won't be able to fly. I'm not sure, to be honest. In the bottom left, we have Sika and Mesa. And in the top left, we've got Mole and Zenori. So these are our Archons. Whoa, they opened up with fast Neo Steel? Holy, what? To fit more, what? Derp, derp, derp. Okay, that's an interesting way to do it. Now they're just building cannons. So the medevac can still fly. Well, that's BS. I guess they realized Terran's unplayable without medevacs, because then you can't stim. Okay. Go medevac. Yeah, I guess. So apparently medevacs still, so drops aren't removed, it seems. Can still build medevac and probably prism. Alright, that's interesting. That is interesting. I can't believe they got this, dude. To be perfectly honest, I would prefer if they remove this upgrade from the game and just let me pay for a skin to have this as my bunker skin. Look at that skull, man. That skull says, I'm okay with spending $4.99 to have a ghost bunker. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I mean, look at this guy. He's got DirecTV on his supply depot. That's badass. Do you have it on yours? No, he's got a normal depot. Rip. So, pretty impressed, actually, with how fast Blue is able to expand, as they do have an Immortal out now. Shaders on this map look awesome, so... This Adept is going to try to help secure this expansion. It is daytime, so the zombies won't attack the players anymore, but they will still attack them if they go close by, or if they attack the zombies themselves. So, you got to be really careful. Adepts are great versus zombies. These Marines are doing what they can to try and poke out. Lots of fighting going on here. I think some Neo Steel bunkers might actually help out the the Orange Terran Archon. Siege tanks are also another great way. Wait, what's going on? Oh my god, they mine dropped them and killed... Was that all their workers? No, they ran away. Oh my god, I'm such a terrible observer. Yeah, that's right, you can still build medevacs. Okay, so that was unfortunate. And of course, for those of you guys wondering, I know I said the original version of Invader is terrible, and this was made by the guy that made the original, but we added the part where there's gold minerals that have 20,000 resources and 20,000 resource high Vespine geysers. They also got Neo Steel bunker, but they also got the building armor. So these bunkers are actually quite durable. They are quite strong, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. So. Immortal gets triggered. Its shields have been, its barrier has been procced. Blue team is just expanding non-stop. These guys have a good idea how zombie game works. We have the first couple of, we have the first couple of units coming out there turning into super zombies. I wonder, I'd like confirmation that you can build a warp prism. Blue, can you please confirm that you can at least build a prism? Curious. Is that an option? Yeah. Okay, good. No, good, okay, not OP then. Okay, that's all that matters. Now it's not OP. So they can both have access to drops, which is in my opinion a big deal. Looks like I missed Red losing a lot more of their workers again. They got attacked again, another mine drop. So Orange has just been bullying them. Orange has been bullying these guys, which is just it's just so rude. I love window mine. Steal the zombies, though. The AoE of the window mine blast actually one-shots zombies because it's 40 damage. Most of the zombies only have 40 health. The small ones, at least. Big ones have 50, but still, you know, you're really taking out a lot of their hit points, and a couple mines detonating can clear them all out. But then, of course, the next problem becomes widow mines have a 40-second cooldown. Zombies do not have any cooldowns of any sort. They just spawn forever. I don't know how these guys did it. These guys rushed up to 3 bases. Meanwhile, Red is still on 1 base. Red's been getting their shit pushed in by not only the zombies, but also Orange. Orange, who have been very, very rude to them, who've just been dropping them nonstop and really crippling them. Meanwhile, Orange is like, yeah, man, I'm just chilling. I got pretty much everything I want. I got everything I need. I'm a Terran. So what else is going on then out on the map? Drop from Purple inside of Blue's base is going to try to get some probes. It actually did get a lot of probes. Ouch. Ouch. Blue lost a good amount of workers. Red is at the lowest amount. They're getting attacked again. It's really hard to not miss some stuff when you're casting an Archon game. I hope you guys forgive me. My senpai, sen kung pao chicken. Because there's just a lot. And the minimap's really big, so there's a lot to try to look for. So I do like that you can still drop, though, because it allows you to actually harass the other players. I just feel sorry for Red, man. These guys have been just getting absolutely lambasted here in this position, trying to set themselves up so they can push out of the main base. Meanwhile, Purple is going to break down these rocks, get ready to take this 3rd base. Blues has just got such a weirdly positioned 3rd, though. It's kind of interesting. And for anybody that's been asking, since people ask all the time, whew, epic yawn. This is a custom extension mod. Anyone can play with this. You don't need to own StarCraft 2. Even if you don't own StarCraft 2, you can just install the game anyway, because it'll let you. You go to multiplayer, you go to custom, and then you pick any map you want, and you use create with extension mod. And then this extension mod is only on the North American server, or Australian server, I guess, as well, because Australians and Brazilians also play on NA. And basically, it's called Zombie Fest, and you can tune it to whatever you like. You can make the zombies spawn quickly. You can make them die after a certain amount of time. You can change the amount of resources on the map. It makes the game quite interesting. So, get a little bit of a counter drop. Looks like it came here from Red. Tried to get some damage done, as Red's finally going to take their natural expansion. Finally. No mothership core then? You know what? It seems like you can't build a mothership core. To be fair, that thing was always OP anyway. So it's nighttime again. The zombies are at 2-2 upgrades now. I do like this though. I mean, you could really, with the way this map is set up, cut off a lot of areas from the zombies' access, as the zombies cannot attack rocks. It is not in the zombies' AI to actually attack things that are in their way, aside of player structures and buildings, and units. So, great amount of immortals here to lock this down. Now, keep in mind, of course, that there are the zombie structures on the map, and once these are destroyed, it spawns basically one Kerrigan per player that has the old Immortal Hardened Shield ability that makes it so they can't take more than 10 damage at once. And they have 3,000 hit points with 3 armor. So they're really, really hard to kill. And that is just another one of those things that makes this mod that much more exciting. Of course, when you destroy a zombie structure, boom! A bunch more zombies come out. And obviously those, as they are, and you can see in this game, getting stronger and stronger. He did 5 damage per shot at first, now they deal 7. Oh, double drop from Orange gets caught here by Purple. Oh, everything dies. Rip. Oh, that was awful. Big drop coming in here from Purple inside of Blue's base. Oh my god, everything. Oh, everything. They didn't unload any units. Oh god. Not good. Not like this. Not like this. Oh god. Purple's just like, well, that happened, and then Blue's like, well, that happened. Purple still has a really big army though. They're maxed out. They don't even care. They are frolicking free. Red moving around the medevac, trying to get some damage done, but now we got a turret rain. Orange is slowly embracing his inner Avalo, as is Red, and soon Purple will too. Oh, but they haven't yet, so the DT drop manages to get inside of their base. There's a dank prism in their main as well. Of course, one of the better features about this updated version of the map is that you actually have space in your main to build things, which you could not do in the original Invader. So big Adept Warp, and at the same time, a drop's going to try to come over here and attack Blue's expansion as they continue to press forward. Meanwhile, zombies attacking and pushing in. Aberrations have begun to spawn. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, has begun to spawn as we are now at level 3 upgrades for the zombies. These Adepts just going ham as they have almost three upgrades. Damn. 2-shot in those Marines. Hashtag the dream. Now daytime has come, and we can see the zombies will no longer be pushing towards the players. They're just gonna chill. Hashtag just chilling. 5 minutes into zombies and chill, and the Aberration gives you this look. Honestly, I like the booty, but not that one. I don't want to know where that one's been, what it's done, what's been done to it. Ugh. So as the zombie structures begin to die in increasing numbers as the players expand outwardly, there's still a good amount of zombie structures towards the center, though. You know, that's still a difficult thing to do, to actually get to this position and destroy these. You have to punch through a lot of zombies. Good amount of these are concentrated together. Big Job's going to go across the map for Orange. Curious where they're headed, what their goal is. What hashtag squad goals. They are running into some zombies. I mean, they could lose this drop. Yeah, they're taking some damage here. The zombies do 8 damage a shot now, so you got to be really, really careful. I'd love to see the medevac boost upgrade, and they're going to try to drop Purple. Well, you know what? That'll be an exercise in futility. Big drop comes in, actually just 1 drop, and it dies instantly. Horrible, painful death. This map reminds me of Ariat Plateau from Diablo 2 towards the end when you fight the 3 barbarian statues. I can't believe I remember that. I haven't played through that. Yeah, that was in the Lord of Destruction expansion pack where you had to kill Baal. It was actually the area right outside the dungeon that you had to go through to fight Baal. Why do I remember all this? Anyway, it's nighttime again. The zombies are coming. They're trying to build a wall, but Donald Trump is not here to save you. You have to cancel it. Of course, these Diablo Lord of Terror I believe the upgrades are at 4-4 now. 2 units that do 72 damage, 114 versus buildings. And boy, oh boy, it's a lot. There's a lot going on here. They're pushing in all sorts of directions right now. These zombies just get tougher and tougher to chew through. Aberrations with 450 health and so much armor. It's very hard to stop them. And oh my goodness. Well, that drop got cleaned up, but that Diablo almost killed that Colossus. So they're trying to hold on 2 fronts. The zombies are pushing against orange, and I guess purple too. But wouldn't now be a great time to break those rocks? Oh, they already did break the rocks, but they opened them up again. I think if you kept those broken, the zombies can't attack through there, right? Theoretically, you could just break these, and then you're safe for a time being. Like, they could close... Oh, they already closed it off and opened it again. Interesting that the players don't want to do that. That is an interesting thing to think about, in my opinion. Anyway. Let's see, is there any harass going on? No, players just holding on. This base trying to defend itself against these aberration. I mean, the zombie upgrades haven't been too difficult to deal with, right? They've been able to reasonably, you know, dance with the zombies and hold on against them. But upgrade-wise, let's just check where everybody is, right? Supply, 200 for purple, almost 200 for blue, almost 200 for orange, and red. Red is riding the struggle bus. Of course, they got harassed the most at the start of the game. They were punished brutally by their opponent, or Naranja. Or, damn it, you know what? I actually learned how to say orange in Dutch. You guys don't know Julie's from Holland. I actually did learn how to say it, but I've already forgotten. I'll ask her again later. It's something that's like something apple, because it literally is just orange apple. It's the color orange plus apple. I don't know. Anyway. Zombies still attacking both sides. I love the planetary fortress to soak damage up. And also that raw firepower that it has, is it's quite good. The wall is under fire here. Blue, sitting at 4 bases, has the most economy of anybody in the game. Blue has just been bolstering that cash money, cash money, cash. And purple makes the trend. Oh! Purple has the badass! Sinus apple? Maybe that was it. Yo. Purple's got the collector edition Thor. Moly, that means Moly has it because he's the Archon leader. Just want to give a shout out to Moly for being the biggest bounce of the day. Even though I don't think he's ever donated to my stream, he's still a badass because he has this Thor skin. And you know what? Some people say when you're born you have to get rid of your Thor skin. I say in StarCraft you should always have Thor skin. There's nothing wrong with it. So orange and blue and red, all kind of running into each other. This tank drop pushing those what? Whoa, that aberration just popped out of nowhere. Okay. And these cannons are dealing some damage. No. Oh, wow. Oh, the medevacs are all still alive, so the units are able to unload here as purple steps out, trying to destroy some of these forces, getting a position on the zombies. Orange has crossed the map to attack blue, and they are getting a little bit of work done here. Not too many probe kills, not too much damage, but still quite nice. The anti-air is limited since there's no stalkers. Oh no, I say that and then they fly into the cannons. No, what are you doing? Stop. Okay, this is getting crazy. Purple's pushing out. Purple's getting some work done. Where's the Thor? I think Thors are terrible units, but I still love them. You know, I still love how the Thor looks. It's great. Sinus apple. Yeah. So, blue is now coming down, and he's like, yo, red, get off my lawn. Wow, that tank survived. I'm actually impressed. Meanwhile, there's still zombies chilling out here. And the zombies have 5/5 upgrades now, which makes them, as Roddy would say, a force to be reckoned with. Meanwhile, it is nighttime again, tasteless. So, you know what that means, kids. Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your bases. Because they rushing everybody out here. Siege the tanks. Siege them! 420 siege it. No! Run! No! Oh, that Marauder died for these guys' sins. As that aberration just... Aberrations are like one of the scariest ones because they just have so many hit points that armor really works wonders against Marines. As they are breaking through this. The zombies are being annoying here. I mean, I guess these units are cheap and blue has a lot of money. But they are taking some losses here and there. I feel like purple's got really good army control, really good position. Orange is doing great too. Red is okay, because red somehow managed to max out. But they do need to get something else done. They do need to find a way to make something happen. You know, because it's like, it's like, you know you've got potential, right? It's like Krillin in the first episode of Dragon Ball Z. You know what? How about this? The first Actually, no, he never really finds his potential, does he? Is there a moment where he does anything useful? No. Okay, it's like Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z, where it's like, you know, he's a bit of a badass at the start and he's pretty strong, but yeah, he doesn't. He has like he has his moments here and there, but he doesn't become a literal god until like, you know, 5 or 6 seasons in, and then he fuses with damn it, I forgot his name. The guy that lives in the cloud. Man, I can't believe I forgot this guy's name. Anyway, he fuses with that guy, and then he becomes super badass, you know? That's when you realize his potential, and that's what Red needs to do. Red needs to find a green man to combine his body with and do that. So that's what I think needs to happen. As well, he's starting to get some pressure down here, but he needs to really come into his own. Kami. Someone in chat said it. Yeah, Kami. Red needs his Kami. That's what they need. Which is ironic considering that we're playing Archon mode. So technically he is. Technically he is already Kamikolo. Anyway. Red might try to win by being the survivor, you know? I don't know. These aberrations seem to be just spawning in random spots. Like, it seems like one just spawns inside of this base every 5 minutes, which is kind of weird. Purple's continuing to push out. I guess they want to expand again. Maybe they could go for this northeast one up here. I'm not sure. They've got this bottom left base secure. Break the debris, then the zombies can't attack you from there. Just break the debris. I don't know. All these zombies are getting inside of Blue's base because Blue had to pull their whole army over here to deal with Red. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of immortals. I think this army is more than enough to stop Blue's, though. This isn't Blue's full force. Blue has a good amount of supply left back. Purple drops Blue as the zombies attack. Mesa's computer has died. Rest in Parmesan. I don't know how to spell Parmesan. Don't judge me. He's died a horrible, painful death. Everyone press F to pay respects to Mesa. This is an important part of the game, guys. This is the most important part. Oh well. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait 10 seconds and then we'll get back to the game. Rest in peace, in pieces, Mesa. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. GG! Mesa's been knocked out, so now it's just Sika holding down the orange flag to keep his dreams alive. So now he needs a dude to fuse with, right? I feel like this analogy would have been a lot better if I'd gone for something like Go Tanks and Trunks, because then it's like they both actually weren't that great on their own, but they were really badass with each other. Ooh. Alright, so Blue, it's like Blue's like, Blue didn't even thank Purple for killing those zombies in their base. Oh my god, this is the drop of the century. Oh. Dropping your base with 5,000 medivats. As you guys can tell, I'm going to be on America's top model. I mean, American Idol next season. Didn't they cancel that? I don't know. Anyway. Red lost a lot of stuff to this attack. It's a pure bio assault. The zombies are at 6/6 upgrades now. But Orange just went balls deep on Red's base. And now Red's like, oh my god, you killed all my stuff. He's trying to siege at the ramp. Oh, that's a lot of siege tanks, Tasteless. Oh, the army's being obliterated. It's like, alright, just get up and get out of there, man. Just get out of there. And Sick Music is like, damn you, you crazy kids. There are some zombie buildings still. There's not, once enough of them die, it starts to tell you where the rest are, but they haven't found them yet. But that's a super zombie. He's got a lot of hit points. He's at 7. Okay, they're at 7 upgrades now. Oh god. Defend the base. Defend it. I believe in you. If you can spam a meme, you can spam a chat. I do like that. I mean, the Thor's raw output of damage is pretty sick, so it's a good solution to the zombies. We haven't seen the zombies really get past level 10 upgrades, since most of the time players are able to kill them before that point, but you know, that zombie armor is getting really hard to punch through. I mean, 7 armor is insane, and that's a mega aberration, but immortals are OP, so it's all good. Immortals are great versus the armored zombies. Even the normal ones are still pretty decent against. So I'm kind of curious. These guys are actually really getting pushed back. They need to make something happen. I think you're all running out of time at air units if you don't destroy the zombie buildings. And we all know what happens when you destroy the zombie buildings. So are they willing to press the dead man switch? Are they willing to press the dead man switch on this? Who knows, man? Who knows? It's certainly it's a hard choice to make. Man, adepts are so good. At level 3 attack, a tier 1 unit deals 28 damage versus life. That's so dope. These Diablos are really strong. Everyone, temporary truce to kill Zambinos. I don't think Orange is ready to make that truce. Orange will be like, yeah, go do it, man. I'm just gonna doom drop Purple. And Purple's like, oh no. No, my tanks! He's gonna lose all of his infrastructure. That's not good. Oh no, so many Marauders. So many Marines and Marauders. The Marines are mostly dead here, but now they're gonna push inside the Neo Steel Bunker! No! It's gone! It's gone. Meanwhile, the zombies continue to assault the base. And it just gets worse and worse for our heroes. Purple does come back to defend, but dude, Thors are just bad units, man. Everything dies pretty much instantly. Tanks are dead. I think Purple's done. I don't know what they're supposed to do here. I mean, they're building a lot back home, but is it going to be enough to actually stop this? Well, their bio is coming home. That's really important. And I think their bio should actually be enough. Never mind. I misspoke. Just like Hillary Clinton. I never lie. I just misspeak a lot. Ooh. Thor. Oh. Get the medevacs. Get the medevacs. They both have 3/3 bio. Oh, those medevacs are at +3 armor. Oh man, that actually, ooh, that feels weird in my loins. Blue is pushing out, trying to kill the zombie structures now, as they are ready to clean it up. They're ready to get some real work done here on the map. Meanwhile, Orange is like, I want to kill you. I'm gonna kill you. How many zombie buildings are there left? I don't have a way of checking. I'm just gonna try to select all the ones that I can see. Some huts here, some cocoons, some huts, some, oh, no. Don't want to select the zombies, cocoons. I don't feel like there's that many. I'm missing some? Where are the zombie buildings? Oh, here we go. There's a good amount at the bottom. Huh. Another cocoon here, another hut. Okay, so there's a couple. There's still a couple. And there's a few at the top as well. So I think we're looking at about maybe 15 tops zombie buildings, maybe almost 20. And if there's any I'm missing, there's a couple more cocoons here. So yeah, not too many. The zombies are at level 8 upgrades now, so these guys are, the players will, I mean, the game will be out of the players' hands if they don't destroy the zombie buildings soon. That's the biggest risk right now for the players in this game. Oh, kill the cocoon. Kill it. No, it counts as a zombie building. No, they didn't. Rip. Okay. They're doing everything that they can. The zombies, it is nighttime again, so the zombies are going to push these guys back. They're going to chase them back in. Purple. Oh, no. Purple took so much damage from that first assault now. And the random aberration that spawns in these bases is just progressively making things worse. I can't believe this is still a spawn point for the zombies. Why not break the rocks? Zombies can't path through rocks. There we go, finally. Finally. Yeah, the zombies can't break through these, so easy peasy. Now you could break your opponents if you really hated them, but I do think the transition into mech was pretty good considering that this is an air unit less game. But oh. Can you survive the night? That's the real question here. It's been a very difficult time for these boys, for these lobs. Wow, that zombie just became a super zombie in front of our eyes because the zombies are now at level 9 upgrades. And orange with another doom drop. Orange doesn't even care. They're just like, whatever, man. And now with this much damage being taken, I don't know how purple is supposed to stop the zombie assault. A Diablo killed a burrowed zombie. Yeah, the Diablo explosions actually deal friendly fire, so the zombies can kill themselves with the Diablos. This is really rough now. But hey, the zombies showed up to help orange. So they got that going for them, which is nice. Oh, but those Diablos do so much damage to buildings now. 144 versus buildings. Oh, wow, okay. Killing a lot of Marines, too, with it. So, Red's in full turtle mode. Let's look at the supplies. Everybody's dropped below 200 except for red and blue. Blue is just on the beat. Blue, they have so many immortals. And the immortals are a great answer to pretty much all of these, because a lot of these zombies just, they can't handle that sheer firepower of the immortal. Meanwhile, there's zombies inside of purple's main base. There's zombies still whacking and smacking at that 4th or 3rd. In orange is just holding everything behind their planetary. So that is it. This is it. This is their their one AWP opportunity to try and get rid of the zombies, because I feel like these guys aren't going to survive the next night. I feel like this next night we're going to see either purple or orange break. Like, yes, there's an infinite amount of money on the map, pretty much infinite amount of money, but if they don't get rid of the zombie buildings, we are going to see things become a little bit too hard to handle. Once level 10 armor kicks in, actually, no, with level 9 armor, Marines are already useless against the zombies. That's the thing. Bio is already completely useless, because Marines and Marauders only do 1 damage per shot now. Nah, Marauders still do a little bit versus Aberrations, but they don't do damage versus the normal units. So we'll have to see. These guys don't go on the hunt for those zombie structures. They will be in a lot of trouble. Okay, there's another one down. They missed one here earlier. Blue is just making their way downtown, walking fast. Structures past and they're blowing them up. I do like seeing them take the initiative. Blue, I mean. I don't know if I just said purple. I feel like I might have. And I imagine that orange is just going to do an epic doom drop again on top of somebody's who took us. Were there any zombie structures up top here? Yeah, there's one here, and one here, and then this building here, so. Uh-oh, nighttime! So Blue's gonna need to go home. Yeah, Blue's like, alright man, I'm out of here. Now their army could get caught, but I don't think that's gonna be too much of an issue. Zombies are at level 10 upgrades. Level 10. Level 10. Jesus, these explosions. There's a lot of zombies. Orange tried to go for a doom drop, but they got counter dropped, so they didn't. Kill it. Orange, just drop, kill those buildings, kill those zombie structures. What are you doing now? Purple's coming for orange. Holy moly, that's a lot of Thors. Jesus. That is a metric beep ton of Thors. What on earth? They're just pushing out with this? And letting their bio defend. Their bio doesn't even do damage to the zombies. I don't know, Kev. It's not looking all that good. This is so sick. They're fighting into 3 planetaries with range. The planetaries don't have armor, though. I'm not sure that really matters versus Thors. Get out! Run! The Thors still do a tremendous amount of damage, so they can handle the aberrations. Just not easily. Red's out dropping. Hey, Red cleaned up 2 zombie buildings. That's not bad. There are a few left here. We haven't reached the point yet where it tells you how many are remaining, so I would like to see them deal with a few more. Okay, then they're going to drop here on top of this zombie structure. You need to focus it down because the zombies will kill their bio. No! Have to unload everything. There we go. There we go. Just kill the building. Just kill the building and pick up. Kill the building and pick up. Nope, the Marines all died. Rest in pieces. And orange is attacking purple once again, man. This game's turned into orange versus purple. Thor is here. You are not more powerful than the zombies. How many men were in there that died? How many more will have to die, Snake? I love orange going full campaign mode.
Somebody call for an exterminator.
Orange going full campaign mode here. This is pretty insane. But Is Mass Immortal really the secret? I guess if there's no air units, Immortals are one of the strongest on the ground. Thor OP, Blizz nerf. I highly doubt that's coming anytime soon. How many Thors do they have? 20. Oh my goodness. They're at 198 supply, and the vast majority of it is Thor. 20. How'd this get in the main base? Did he spawn in there? He does a lot of damage. 18 damage per hit. That's pretty insane. Alright, daytime has arrived. Whoa, that's a Mega Diablo. 280 hit points. 10 armor, and it does 150 damage. Ow. I love the super zombies. I think they're so badass. Alright, there's still some zombie structures out there that need to be eliminated. Can they do it? Can they do it? Can they end the game? That one man.
One man, one desire to destroy an entire base on his own. That was the goal of this infested Terran.
Alright, so Red's medevacs fly over the Immortals. The Immortals are ready to clean up some zombie buildings. And perhaps Oranges as well. 5 zombie structures left. The players have had them all pinged on their map. So now they know where the rest of the buildings are. Red's going to drop here, but, I mean, there's a bunch of 3/3/3 Immortals. That ain't happening. And this is going to continue to push. Alright, 4 zombie structures left. This cocoon needs to be destroyed, and then the last of them are all on the top side of the map. Get it, Blue? Get it! You're my boy, Blue! Destroy it! Destroy it! No! Yes. Woo, there we go. Alright, 3 left. Purple is on top of them. Kill it! Boom! 2 zombie structures left. Alright, here we go. There's only 2 zombie structures left, but now it's nighttime. Purple's Thor army has been caught out on the map. Meanwhile, Orange is like, nah man, I can actually just sit here and turtle until I die. I can actually just turtle here forever. I don't know, I didn't customize this mode, so the zombies might not be able to go above level 10 upgrades, but that's still really hard to deal with. They're still eventually going to get pushed in at some point or another. But there are only 2 buildings left, so the Thors are going to go for it right now. 1 down. 1 final zombie structure remains. This is it, boys. The last one is right here. And Purple is making their way towards it. And this is it. This is going to be the final zombie spawn, if they can get on top of it. I mean, Blue could just waltz over and pick it off themselves. Meanwhile, Purple's taking a lot of damage back home. They've been routed off of all their expansions. Red's just been chilling on their very small initial establishment. All zombie structures destroyed. Oh, the Immortals got it. Or they dropped Zealots onto it. Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Kerrigans. And looks like 2 are going to go to smite Purple for Orange. 1 has chosen to go towards Blue. 2 have chosen to go towards Blue. The Immortals, are they going to be enough? The power of Kerrigan. Now, keep in mind, zombies will no longer spawn, so this is it for the zombies. I love this part. And this guy's still going ham. Give a show of hands for this guy. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. 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 Oh, he finally died. Rip. Red's going to push Blue while they're dealing with the second Kerrigan, as they have destroyed one of them. The Immortals are too strong. Orange is just like, WTF, mate. Blue can't defend themselves while they're being attacked by the Kerrigan. All right, so that's it. There's just 2 Kerrigans remaining, both in Orange's base. 1 left. All right, so the Kerrigan phase has been dealt with. The Kerrigan phase is pretty much over. This one's just gonna keep killing stuff. But yeah, I mean, she one-shots just about anything. Unfortunately, yeah. So this will be the last one. And with that, we can finally go back to the free-for-all part of this game, where these players still have to all kill each other. Purple is going to make their advance now onto Red, As keep in mind, there will be no more zombies spawning for the rest of this game. This might be right here, the final zombie on the map, and it is dead. So that's it. All zombies have been purged. Eternal daylight has begun, and siege tanks are actually good against immortals. So red cleans up that army. All players can freely expand now. At red versus blue, orange versus purple. So here we go. We got the Mech Terran versus the Bio Terran, and there's a lot here to be fought over, to be fought with, to be destroyed, to be claimed, to be pulverized, top deck, wrecked, mech'd, and shrek'd, and all other sorts of verbiage. Purple is ready to take the fight. However, that's a lot of Marauders tasteless. There's not a lot of siege tanks with this. Can the Bio Forces get in on top of the Thors? Thors one-shot Marines, but is it gonna be enough? The Thors are managing to hold. There's so many Thors. And they have done it. They have defeated the Bio army. Orange is going to pick up and get the hell out of dodge. Meanwhile, blue attacking red once again with this massive mortal fleet and pushing in with a cannon contain. The Immortals have been hitting Marines. They need to focus fire the tanks. I think that's the biggest mistake right now being made by blue, as purple is going to push out and try to destroy orange again. Blue's like Marines OP. My Immortals are shooting Marines, baby rage, but they're building 6 Immortals at a time, so it's okay. They have a massive bank to work with here. Orange is actually quite low on minerals, and purple is quite low on minerals as well. So, I mean, with the tanks and the Marines in the high ground, I think they should be okay here, but you know what? This could be the position that they use to garner immense support, to put themselves in that game-winning spot. This tank has got so many kills, by the way. And the Thors are going to push in. I don't like this, man. These should all just die. They're throwing away their army right now. And they're going to kill that planetary Fortod, but they're going to lose every single Thor in this army. The Bio is enough to chase now. And these Thors will die horrible, painful death. So orange cleans out purple's army. Purple does not have the mineral income to rebuild their forces. They are going back into Bio. I don't hate that decision. Meanwhile, red is slowly pushing their way out of their natural. Red have been playing the turtle game all game long. But you know what? I can't blame them for it. Considering that there were zombies all over the place. It wasn't the worst thing that they could have done. A lot of adepts, so they're basically saying, screw your Marines, we're going to use our +3 adepts and Shrek you. Some Reaperinos being made here too. Oop. And they're just going to load up a bunch of stuff in orange's medevacs. They're going to try to drop on top of purple. Well, there's Marines here now, dude. That's a bit brazen, that's a bit risky. Orange just throws away a bunch of supply. Doesn't really get too much for it, considering that purple has transitioned back into Bio. I mean, they still had all their barracks from the start of the game, or at least most of them. Here we go. The Adept Shade Teleport is going to come in on top of these forces, but the Adepts all die, and the Immortals don't focus fire the siege tanks. Red destroys another army of blue, and blue's like, all right, F this. We're building Colossi. Oh my god. Oh my god. This robo facility is blocked. Oh my. They're building 11 Colossi out. What? That's cool. But they don't have Colossus range. So that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big problem. Well, they're only building 10 Colossi at a time because this one's stuck, man. Engine stuck, man. Can't get her out of the mud. Destroy the pylon. Destroy the gateway. Destroy something. Make space. Red is going to push in and try to kill blue now. These tanks, they're besieging. They got Reapers in the back. Knick-knack, paddywhack, and they are annihilating this front of blue. Now, 11 Colossi are about to pop. 10 Colossi are about to pop, but they don't have thermal lance. There's no range upgrade for the Colossi. So look at these. Look at these Colossi. They only have 6 range. How in the hell are they going to get close enough to these tanks to do anything meaningful? I'm quite concerned. I also like that they're still using Reapers. They're using Reapers being healed by medevacs. Well, that's a lot of healing. That's a great insurance policy, to be honest. A couple of the robotics facilities have been unpowered. Oh, they killed the pylon to let the Colossus out. That's nice of you. Wonder how long he's been incubating for. In blue, they're at max supply again, but keep in mind, a good amount of that is actually building Colossi. And these siege tanks are shrekking the Colossi! Oh my god. I don't think the Immortals were a bad choice, but the lack of Colossus range probably just cost them the game. And look at this, 3/3 Reapers, 7 damage times 2. Oh, feels good, man. Feels good. Feels good.
Boom! Colossus destroyed.
Nate, siege tanks are dumb without air. I mean, you did take a bunch of fights, but your immortals were shooting at marines and not siege tanks. But I agree. Colossus range might have helped you in that last fight, though. A little bit. So blue is slowly having their pushed in, and I'm not sure how they're going to be able to survive this. They may just die. Purple, on the other hand, has pushed out towards the center of the map. They've managed to resecure just about everything that they need. And red is going to destroy this nexus in the northeast. And the warp prism dies. Okay. So blue has basically been contained. They've got 2 bases, 8 colossi, and a dream, as it were. Just a dream, pretty much. So orange, yeah, they've been slowly pushing out. Not that quickly, though. It's been meh for the most part, from what I can tell. And red's like, we're going to attack you from both fronts. This is a scary army. There's so many siege tanks. Just one-shot the rocks. One-shot them. Do it. Do it now! Holy, that's a lot of colossi. Oh. I love this. Use the Medanks. Push forward. Orange is going to attack purple one more time as they move to the northwest. They're going to try to work on this Command Centaur. Maybe they'll get it, maybe they won't. Meanwhile, oh, okay, the Colossi are finally able to shoot at the front lines now that they do have the range upgrade. This helps tremendously, but I still don't think that it'd be too smart to push into the tanks themselves. Oh my, oh. Okay, don't push forward, don't push into the tanks, don't push into the tanks. Zealots are meat shielding. They're shielding the meat. Oh no, don't attack, don't move the tanks into the, no, the Colossi. Okay, they've pulled back. Orange has routed that expansion. Purple's like, all right, man, are we doing this? Are we doing this? Disruptors. Yeah, disruptors might actually work against this. I don't know if they'd be able to get in range. I think put the zealots into a warp prism and just prism drop on the tanks. I think that would be the best way to do this. Drop, just zealot bomb them, Brood War style. All right, they're going to try to charge in here. The zealots do get some damage done on top of this army, but the Colossi on their own are just not enough. It's just not enough, and now the next wave of reinforcements is arriving. I think blue might be on their deathbed right now. Purple's going to go for the counterattack, picking up this expansion of orange. Orange had all those planetaries and no building armor. And how come alligators got all them teeth, but no toothbrush? Those are life's most important questions. Up. These colossi, man. This is what happens when you try to get into an elevator and there's a bunch of people and they all want to get on this one. They don't want to wait for the next one. And then you get this happen. You're bumping into someone's shoulders. Someone's bumping into your shoulders. Everybody's just bumping into each other's shoulders. And then you know what? Then your wallet's gone. Then your wife's pregnant. And that's what's happening right now. So the Colossi Death Beam attack is coming at long last into Le Epic Tank Contain. At the same time, Orange about to take a big fight against Purple. Their tanks are going to drop the front, but the tanks are actually going to go down before the rest of their army. The army gets completely decimated at the same time. The Colossi managed to push through. They've broken through the siege tanks. They've broken through the tanks. Blue holds. Blue holds. And now red is left asking themselves, baby, why? Purple destroyed Orange's army. Orange still has a pretty good amount of supply, though. They have so many barracks building. They're going to try to drop onto the tanks. That's not going to work, man. There's a lot of Marines here. At the same time, blue is going to be able to push across the map. Now, there are not enough siege tanks to stop, in this opinion, this many Colossi. There's so many Colossi getting ready to push across the map. This is an incredibly large force. Crazy to think that blue is doing this, but they're actually at 105 supply. I mean, don't need that many probes to efficiently mine this, but they are out of minerals. Wouldn't mind seeing a ginormous Archon warp in and then use that to push and win the game, but they don't have a Templar Archive, so that's gonna hurt. Yeah. So purple, are you gonna finally finish off orange? They've got a massive supply lead. Naranja is in some trouble. Can they kill them now? This is an important question. Siege tank's gonna siege. Actually, no, he won't. He's a beautiful young independent siege tank. Don't need no siege mode. Now, simultaneously, the issue now arises. Purple continuing to press up. They're going to get on top of the production. And what is blue building now? Just bases. Blue's like, God damn it, Francis, we're broke. Orange wants to go for the counterattack. I cannot fault them for this decision. However, I do believe purple should be able to kill them. This would be a good pincer, but I guess they're going to try to kill the reinforcements, which is also fine. They load up one medevac. And everyone just kind of falls back. You know what? The infinite resources on this version of the map, the infinite resources on this mod may not be the best idea now that people actually know how to play this. This could go on for like a year. This could just be a year-long game. I'm going to die of old age casting this one, boys. Big drop inside of the main base of Orange. But this game has been action-packed the entire way through, which has been pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Purple, I think, is ready to kill Orange, though. I don't know how Orange is going to stop him. He's going for the big counter. He's going for the trade of bases. But, I mean, Orange is maxed out. I mean, Purple's maxed out. He actually can't build any more units, so... yeah, that's a problem. I guess he can build them as they die, but then Yellow can kill them, or Orange can kill them as they pop. So that makes things really difficult. Tank's going to finish, but no time to siege. Nope. No time to siege. And it's just a trading of infrastructure. Okay, Purple's going to come back to defend. That will give Orange some time. I like that Orange went for the infrastructure to prevent them from actually building stuff, since there's so many barracks on the map. Purple has not lost too much of their infrastructure. They can still build a lot of tanks. They can still build a lot of Marines. Oh, wow, these units are fighting without medevac support, and that means they're just going to die. Pretty terrible deaths. Oof. And now, oh, Orange is going to hide up here. Rest in peace. In pieces. Purple needs some Vikings, man. He's got to kill this stuff. Orange is right next to Purple's command center. That feel when you see your girl with a new guy. Rip in Reno. Rip in Reno. So I go to Reno and then rip in it. So what's happening here on Blue's side? Blue is approaching max. Literally just Immortals and Zealots and Colossi, obviously. You've noticed quite a few Colossi this game. So... yeah. I think Purple's ready to end Orange, though. That building armor, too strong. Look at all these mules repairing. No! Save it! Your tanks are almost there. Siege! Siege! No! What? Dial-up sound. Well, Orange is still losing everything, but that was an interesting fight. Yeah. Okay, well, didn't even need... they literally lost all of their units. That's savage. How many deaths total? This doesn't work in multiplayer. Resources lost, though. 106,000 resources lost for Blue. Almost 100,000 for Orange. And Purple's ready to drop the hammer now on Orange. It is all ogre for our Orange Terran player. They are done. I don't think they can stop this attack. They're 35 supply. GG! Keep in mind, Sika's teammate did drop out a long time ago, so he was actually playing with one player. But now Blue, with so many Colossi, fighting against this much bio, warms my heart. Literally, infinite resources, never again. Yeah, I was looking at it, man. These mineral patches still have 12,000 left in them. Be going all night. All night, it's alright. Pretty sick game. I think I got halfway through one of these mineral patches. That's pretty dope. So Orange has been eliminated now. Now it's purple and red versus blue, or purple versus red and blue. Oof, what a crazy game this has been. For a game that's gone an hour long, I actually have no complaints about this game. This game was actually like really, really good. This was actually just like a really fun game. Probably the longest sub game I have ever done. But you know what? Totally worth it. Oh, was that a disruptor shot? He just got 17 kills and I missed it. My bad. I love disruptors. I guess we're going to see more. 6 Colossi in production. We ow. We ow. So that's a lot to be able to build. Blue. Oh! Those disruptor shots did not do that much, though. So purple can actually just take the entire left side of the map, which is an interesting thing to consider. But red is, I think blue is just trying to box him in, because red's stuck in the middle for such a long time. But what is purple gonna do now that they basically have the freedom to do literally whatever they want? Leroy! Here we go. Red is moving out. They are getting ready to go for a big attack, and there's so many Colossi. Where are the disruptors? They need more disruptors. I think disruptors are the key here. They're awesome. So we'll see how exactly they get along here. Now, the tanks are going to push out, try to get some work done, picking off a probe that's out of the map. Meanwhile, purple is literally just taking every single base. So I like the Thor comp, though. Purple's going to push out towards... Actually, I don't think purple's army is good against this. Colossi... I don't think Thor's are very good versus Colossi, but... Oh! Blue's got his balls between a rock and a hard place. Does red even realize what's going on? Purple knocks down one of blue's bases, but there's so many Colossi and so many Stalkers that they're having a hard time getting themselves around it. At the same time, the Zealots charging forward, picking up a few of these forces. Red has an opportunity to go for a push. Red has an opportunity to go for a push. He doesn't know. Oh, he scans. Does he realize what's going on here? Purple's army is being sandwiched by blue, and all of the Thors are dying, but this is red's chance. Red's going to go for it. Red's going to make a gun straight for that booty. He wants the booty, and he's going for it. So purple loses his whole entire army because Terran Mech is terrible against Protoss, but now red can actually cut blue off of their own base. Oh no. No, don't, no. Okay, well, they're going to lose a large chunk of their army to that. They've still got enough tanks here, though, and I think what you do is you just move everything to the main while these Colossi realize that they can't defend. You got to move the tanks a bit to the right. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay, so they're going to run into this. There are so many tanks of Siege. And the thing is, purple has enough income to just insta-remax on Siege tanks themselves, so it's become a tank versus tank fest. And they're going to break down these rocks at long, long last. The Terrans are colluding, says One Shot. Well, I mean, you are an alien. You are an alien life form. So they can't get the Colossi back home. They need to build, like, a couple prisms to funnel them home. Like, I'm not sure why red is trying to get the army. They should just be pushing for the main base. A bunch of Zealots are going to get warped in. 3-3 charge lots are a good answer to this. They built random pylons out of the map. As they're basically saying, F you, man, we need to expand somewhere. Purple's like, God damn it, you just got my whole army. I ain't letting you expand any of my stuff. What a sick game, tasteless. So these Colossi are just like, you know what, man, we can't do anything. Let's just go attack. We're building stuff back home. We're going to try to defend as much as we can. And we'll see how that does it. Now, at the same time, they're cannon rushing to stop purple from taking these bases. Well, that's a new one. Red, at the same time, is ready to get it, attack. And the tanks are so bunched up. Okay, now just shoot the Colossi. Shoot the Colossi. I think this might be the end of blue here because there's just so many Siege tanks. Tasteless. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I like it like that. Tanks kill off the cannon rush. And, oh, red's going to... Oh, no. Red's going to sandwich him. Oh, he's hitting from the north. Hitting from the south. Hitting from the north and the south. GG! One Shot taps out. And it's all ogre for this gentleman. Oh, as the Colossi gets knocked down. Nexus destroyed. In an epic game at 59 minutes and 32 seconds. One Shot tapped out. Snowman is still in it, of course. This is an Archon match, so he could keep fighting, but there ain't much left fighting for here. Leave some units at home to kill him, dude. Leave some units, kill him, finish him. Okay. He's gonna try to get some units out of his base and do something, I suppose. Meanwhile, purple continues to swallow the entire map. and he's going to be building a bank bigger than the offshore accounts that were discovered today to be part of the massive crisis, or what was the phrasing? Corruption? Yeah. Well, they're building random Nexi on the map so he doesn't have to die. So that's happening. But it gets picked up in a scan anyway. And Purple's like, I guess Blue's kind of dead. So now is the time for Purple to go fight Red. Purple versus Red. This is it. This is where it ends. Red does not have a lot of bases. Red does not have income. Red has money, but he doesn't have income. So, you know, it's like you tell a girl, right? When her daddy, you know, leaves her $1 bajillion. It's like, well, you know, if you spend it all, you're still broke. I end up literally bajillion, maybe not. Maybe the interest off of whatever it is you could possibly buy. But if you like spent it on like CS:GO skins, you can't take those out of your Steam wallet, right? So even if you sold them, you're screwed. Anyway, Blue's building random nexus on the map, and I think Purple's about to destroy Red. Purple should destroy Red. I'm not 100% on this, but we'll see. Blue playing the troll game. I'll DQ Blue if I have to, but Blue for the time being. Blue doesn't have to leave the game because they could still influence the game by attacking. What color is One Shot? One Shot was blue. But it's an Archon match, so they're working together. Hiding these Nexi on the map. Purple's like, oh! Oh, what are they doing? Some miscontrol. Oh, they're trying to set up a pincer. A flankerino. Oh, the tanks! They're not siege! Siege! No! I'll leave when it's time, says Snowman. Oh no, they get taken to the tanks? I mean, yeah, Blue still is having an impact on this game. Snowman is causing some disruption back home. That's a lot of units to be attacked with randomly. So what's this going to be? Just a siege tank flank back. Siege! Oh, siege, 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 siege now. This is a great time to siege. Hold the production, cut off the reinforcements, just siege where you are. There we go, there we go. That's a really good spot to be in for Purple. They can prevent the reinforcements, but also help lock these units inside of their base, chunking away at Red's supply. They're taking some shots. They need vision to deal with this. And the Colossi continue to be a threat. Some tanks are going to siege, though, and that should be the end of these Colossi. Blue, what are they doing? They could build a probe. They have enough. Oh, they don't have any money. They can't build any probes. But they have 3 probes. So they just need to gather some resources, and then they can actually start to rebuild, or he can start to rebuild. Oof. Nice micro dropping Marines individually onto these tanks, forcing them to friendly fire each other. I like this. I like it a lot. Almost killed those tanks. Now they're going to unsiege and pull back. Red is a giant turtle. Red has put on their turtleneck sweater, and they have said, we are never, ever, ever going to leave our base. Ever. 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 Colossi guerrilla warfare. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. So, what Purple really needs is nukes, man. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know how else you're supposed to force Red. With this many siege tanks, you need air to beat that. I mean, do they have medevacs? They could just try a doom drop in the main, maybe bleed out some supply and just spam mid-danks. Oh, he's gonna drop a Thor onto the tanks. Oh, that's kind of cool. Drop it onto them, force friendly fire, and kill them. They're gonna push into the north side here. And they're gonna clean up some of these tanks, but the rest of Red's army is a common. Now their siege tanks are not here for Red, so Red is just playing the I'm being really hard contained game. And as we know, there's basically an infinite amount of resources on these couple bases that they have, so I don't know, man. Snowman is just, what he's doing is pretty funny. So at this point, Purple's got pretty much the whole entire map on lock. They could finish off Blue. I don't think that would be a terrible idea. But they just need to be mindful of Red, who are content with just literally becoming turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles don't have shit on red right now. Like, if you looked up red in the dictionary, you wouldn't see a color. You would see them. Ah, Snowman finally tapped out after losing their last bit of economy. So it is now just purely red. The Gorilla Protoss Insurgents has finally been destroyed. And now it's just purple versus red cross map on Invader 2. So can purple finally destroy red, or will red outlast them until their computers break? That's the real question now. It's a pure game of TVT chess. There are so many missile turrets. Doom dropping this would be really hard. Holy shit. God damn. So what are they going to do? How does this play out? I don't know what's going on here. This is a little painful. I don't know how either one's supposed to beat the other. Scans, vision, map control. The infinite amount of money on the two bases that they have. This reminds me of like the Zerg issue in Wings and Heart of the Swarm, where it was like, but guys, Terran can turtle on 2.5 bases forever and build the ultimate mech army. Whoa, those rocks just fell over and instantly died. Is that a map bug? They knocked down the debris and they instantly got blown up. That's weird. Has that happened on all the other spawns? I love this store drop stuff. So purple's gaining some ground on red. Red's actually lost a substantial amount of supply. Oh, they did go for the doom drop. Nice. Oh, they used tanks to cover for it. So now red is actually taking real damage as purple continues to press up. And they're like, you know what, man? Are you ready? Do you know? I feel it too. And they're going to destroy this army out on the front. Meanwhile, the reinforcements are a-coming. Tanks need to siege. But you know what? Purple has so much money. That's a lot of medevacs, I just realized. 12 here for red. But now that purple has lost everything, red and purple are at the same supply. But purple has so many bases and so much income and so much infrastructure that purple should be able to just build like 14 tanks at once. Wow. Well, that might be enough. The next wave should be able to push through here. Red is going to counterattack across the map, but there's some tanks. There's some Marines and Marauders in the center. And I think these tanks siege should be enough with the Marauder support. Yeah, it looks like it will be, so they're going to pick this off. And now purple can push across the map. And keep in mind, these tanks are still here, preventing turrets from being added, so they can continue to deal damage. Yeah, I do agree with most people in the chat saying that a nuclear missile might have been a better way of trying to break this stalemate, but it seems that the Doom Drop was another good way to force it. Purple's got enough forces now. They're maxed out again. Red, pretty far from maxing. I think this is it. This is Purple's one shot, his one opportunity to seize everything he ever wanted and not let it slip. And this is going to be it. This is going to be that moment. Here he comes. Flying in the main. Go, siege. Meanwhile, red starts a bunch of ghost academies, but they're not going to actually start. Siege. They're not going to be able to start them. The tanks didn't quite siege in time, but they should still be enough to clean up most of this army here. Meanwhile, there's the frontal assault coming, and red has been lambasted. They've had everything completely destroyed, and purple continues to stream across the map with incredible amounts of siege tanks continuing to push in and getting ready to destroy the army of purple. And I think in this position, finally, purple has secured themselves a victory in this StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void match. Perhaps one of the longest ones I have ever commentated. Actually, no, one of the longest ones I've ever commentated in my entire life. It's an hour, 10 minutes. Moley says GG and Zenori as well. The mana GG as Sick Music does tap out of the game. And now we'll be seeing the end. GG, well played by Moley and Zenori. An absolutely fantastic game. I literally can't believe it. If you guys like this, obviously this one was pretty long. I can't control that. Maybe I kind of can. Make sure to like the video. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And subscribe. Of course, the players in this game were taken out of my Twitch subscribers. If you think you can do better than them, $4.99 a month, you can subscribe to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Nathanias, where I do these pretty much every single day. And I stream from 1 p.m. PDT until about 9 p.m. PDT. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.